Hello, Loyalist family, and welcome to the info session for Developmental Services Worker Distance Diploma and Apprenticeship Program with Loyalist College. My name is Dave Ferguson, and I'm a proud member of the Loyalist Marketing and Communications and Recruitment team. We're joined today by Jackie Curran, the Program Development Officer for the Developmental Services Worker Distance and Apprenticeship Programs at Loyalist College. Hello, Jackie, and welcome to the session.
Hello, thank you.
I want to remind those that are tuning in that we are accepting questions in the comments section, and faculty and staff are waiting to answer your questions. So Jackie, can you start us off by introducing yourself and explaining your current role with Loyalist College?
Yes, my name is Jackie Curran, and I am the PDO, which is the Program Development Officer for the DSW program. It's the distance program, and that's both the apprenticeship and the diploma.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Now we have a good idea of your role at Loyalist College. For those that aren't familiar, can you explain what a developmental services worker is?
Yeah, so often referred to as a DSW, Developmental Services Worker. It is important to get that services. It's providing multiple services, and it can be in various positions, but it's basically being the support for someone who has an intellectual disability. And that is across many different employment opportunities, but you would be that person's support to equip and to provide them the services that they need.
So thank you very much for explaining what a developmental services worker is. And for those who may not understand, where could these individuals potentially find employment, and or maybe what are some of the employment opportunities for developmental services workers?
So there's a variety of opportunities. You'd find DSW positions as an educational assistant within the school board. You would find agencies across the DS sector, that means the developmental services sector, agencies that would have residential, known as group homes. So DSWs would work in those group homes. DSWs may work at day programs. There's also families who would hire private respite, and so a DSW would be in that position. There are positions in long-term care facilities working in activities and activation department. And really, it's a changing environment. So there's lots of other opportunities coming up because as the DS sector changes and the people's needs change, people will be able to hire a DSW themselves, the family, the person themselves, and will have a variety of job opportunities for that DSW.
Could you please give us a brief overview of the Distance Diploma program?
So the Distance Diploma program is open to all students that have graduated from high school and that have grade 12 English, and they can apply directly to the distance program. And that will take them through 4 semesters of courses. There are 3 placements within the diploma program, and you can, as a distance student, choose whether you take 1 or 2 or 3 courses, or a full semester, which may be 6 or 7 courses. It all depends on your personal situation. You do have 5 years to go through the program. So as long as within those 5 years you complete all the requirements, you would receive your DSW diploma.
So you just mentioned that there is placement opportunities, and I know that maybe some of the students that are tuning in right now may have not understood that part of it, or thought maybe that all of their work was going to be through distance learning and that they wouldn't have that opportunity. So that's really great to hear that they do actually still have that placement opportunity and can still get that real hands-on learning experience. It's really great. To switch gears to talk about the apprenticeship program, could you give us a brief overview of that program?
So the apprenticeship program would be specifically for people that are already working in the field, maybe with an agency. They don't have a credential and they would like to get their apprenticeship certificate. So it is run through the Ministry of Labor, and it is there's skills that are learned on the job, And then there's the academic piece that Loyalist provides on behalf of the ministry. And so those students that want to receive their apprenticeship certificate can apply to the ministry. And when they apply and are approved as an apprentice, then they take their class courses with us, and it is all distance. It's not in class. Everything's done online. They take their courses with us. They complete the requirements from the ministry with the agency. And at the end of that, they receive an apprenticeship certificate, a DSW certificate. At that point, if they have taken their apprenticeship with Loyalist, they can bridge to a diploma program and receive the 2-year diploma. So some employers are fine with an apprenticeship certificate. Others, if you want to move into management positions or other positions, you may need your diploma. So there is that bridge and that wonderful opportunity. Apprenticeship is sponsored by the government. So all of that information is on our website at loyalistfocus.com, and we have both the apprenticeship and the diploma program, so you can get more information there.
Oh, great. Thank you very much for that explanation of both programs, but also the information about loyalistfocus.com, where we house more information, and that any of the students that are tuning in right now can just visit that website. Definitely look into some of these programs that we're talking about in more detail. And I believe there's contact information there as well for individuals like yourself if people do have specific questions that may not be answered there. So that's really good news. So now that we have talked about these programs, why would distance be a good option for some students?
So I think distance is a great option for many students that are have personal circumstances where they may have children at home. They can't physically go to the college. And many of our students speak often about how that has helped them, how they really believed that school was over for them. They wouldn't be able to continue in a career because they had family or other commitments. And this has opened up that opportunity for many students. And so one of the highlights that we talked about with the placements is that your placements can be done in your own town. So you're taking all of your courses online, and wherever you live, you're looking for placements within developmental services that are in your community so that you can build those relationships, and then that helps you for employment later on. So distance, you can do it at any time. Once the kids go to bed, you can work on your studies. Also, for those that are working in the field and work full-time, you can work on weekends. The hours and the schedule really is yours, and so you're able to adapt it and modify it to your life as long as you're meeting the requirements of the program. There's still due dates that you're submitting, but you are working within a semester, and so you also can determine when you will complete the program, because you can go ahead and plan out, I'll take 3 courses this semester, and then maybe I need a lighter load for next semester. And so you can really modify it to meet your own needs.
So now that we've talked about both programs, and we've also alluded to the fact that most of this stuff is through distance education, or it will be online, can you tell us how the graduation works for this program?
I can. So graduation for the DSW program for distance is the same as it is for an on-campus student. We believe a DSW is a DSW is a DSW. So when you take the program by distance, you do have the opportunity, load the kids, the family in the car, and come to convocation, and you would walk across the stage with the rest of the DSW graduates. We have created a time of a meet and greet. And so all of our distance students that are in other programs come on that day, and you can meet other DSW students that you've had in your classes that you've maybe only talked to remotely. And then you can also connect with the people that are a part of the program. And so it's a very valuable time. I've found that graduates really appreciate being able to celebrate that time with their family because of the effort and work that's put in by all of them. And they really do appreciate walking across the stage, getting that diploma, celebrating the day, and truly celebrating because there's been a lot of work involved.
So one of the other questions we have for you is, what is it that makes this program so unique?
So one of the things I believe that about our particular DSW program, whether it is on campus or whether it is by distance, is that there's a common theme running through all of our courses in the program, and it's called social role valorization theory. And what we truly believe in supporting our students to be critical thinkers is that there is lots of opportunity for change in the developmental services sector. And so a student can learn skills, skills that maybe are a little more of the daily routine, whether it's supporting someone with their personal skills, bathing, medications. Those are important parts of the role. But there is a real need for DSWs to come alongside someone with an intellectual disability and help to equip them with what they need to be included within the bigger community. And so our program, there's a real focus on that, helping students to think outside of the box and be able to determine what would be the best way to help this person get connected with the community, for people to get to know this person. Because as we find in this field, a lot of times people are living secluded lives. And so there's an opportunity for students to really support this person so that there's natural relationships. Most of the people that are supported within our communities have paid relationships. Many of those relationships are paid. So we want students to help them to build relationships that are natural relationships and allows them to have valued social roles and be an active part of the community, rather than just being seen in the community, but actually working in the community, attending events in the community, being ones who come up with the ideas of what the events are needed, and really that community growth with them apart. With people, all people within the community.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I mean, and it does certainly sound unique in the sense that we're really focused on community here, but also that we're working on building natural relationships, as you mentioned, and maybe customizing some of these plans and work processes for individuals, because in this sector it is completely different based on each scenario that you're put forward with. So it's really cool to hear that Loyalist has taken this unique approach.
Yeah, I think one of the things to look at is that originally most people with an intellectual disability were living in an institution. And thankfully, we've moved away from that, but we still have a long way to go. And so we want those front runners, those forward thinkers that can really provide what's needed for the people. And so I think the program at Loyalist, on campus distance, that is throughout our courses. And we have some great faculty that have created the course content and have that at the forefront. And so I think that's to the advantage of any student that takes it, that they will be someone who is employable because of the critical thinking skills and that forward thinking.
Well, thank you very much again, Jackie. We really appreciate all of your help today, all of your answers, all the resources that you provided us. And I just want to say to everybody, have a great day.
Thank you.